So I'm trying to be fair, and you're trying to be there, and to care, and you're caught up in your permanent emotions.
Place your hands on your trunk for me. Place your hands, yep.
181.
Keep your hands on your trunk, but take like 2 steps towards me. Yeah, and let me get your left hand real quick.
So what did I do?
Let me get your left hand real quick. Do not, look, do not resist, do not resist.
I need to call mama.
No, stop.
But I didn't. Stop, what am I doing? Oh, no.
Stop.
You see? Oh my God, this is illegal.
One
I need
resisting.
to call my mama.
I don't give a fuck. Turn
I
around.
didn't even do
Turn
shit.
around.
This is illegal.
Turn around. Turn around.
You cannot punch me.
Turn around.
I need to call my mama.
Turn around. I'll punch you again if you don't fucking turn around. Turn around.
Can I call my mama?
No, we're past
No,
that.
you just punched me in my head. No, okay.
123 dismissed, 224.
All right, so check this out, okay? You're gonna catch a couple of tickets. All right, I'm taking your alcohol and I'm charging you minor in possession of alcohol. Okay. That being said, I have to confiscate your license. All right. So what I'm going to issue you is it's pretty much just a couple tickets. One for the speed. Okay. I got you at 71 coming down to 18, but going through Manila you're probably doing 60 and a 40. Okay. I mean you just got a ticket a couple days ago, right? Come on. And you got 17 points on your license. You're not even 21 yet. It's time to slow down, okay? So, that being said, here's the citations, okay? Wrote you for the seatbelt, speed, and purchase or possession of alcohol by minor. I gave you a Manila court date. Gave you September 22nd at noon. All right, so there's that. And so what
Hello?
Hey, quick question real quick.
Yeah.
Do you remember the wording for the improper use of hazards?
Improper use of hazards?
Yeah, like when people are speeding, running their hazard lights. So you wrote this girl just a couple days ago for speeding, and I just wrote her for MIP, and I was having her sign for her temporary license, and she pretty much just like tossed a clipboard at me. So I'm writing for everything. She said her window was busted. She was just trying to get home. I was like, well, that doesn't give you the right to speed.
You just wrote it for MIP?
Yeah.
Well, she got an attitude, take her ass to jail.
Okay. All right, we'll do that.
Well, I mean, if she's MIP?
She's got a 10-4. She had like a cold bottle of Tito.
Hello?
Hey, quick question real quick.
Yeah.
Do you remember the wording for the improper use of hazards?
Improper.
Thread of what Ben Crump is not showing you. I'm sure most are familiar with this video circulating on the internet of the Arkansas State Trooper punching Elisa N. Hackett, the 18-year-old, as she was actively resisting. Let's look at what Crump is not blasting. Second video, Elisa Hackett was stopped for speeding 71 in a 60-mile-per-hour zone while driving with her vehicle's hazard lights activated. However, she, a minor, had a cold Tito's vodka bottle in the car. The trooper wrote citations for her infractions and asked her to sign for her temporary license. She threw the clipboard at him. Third video, Trooper Moses Areno then phoned his sergeant who had just previously stopped Hackett for the same alcohol offense. Areno decided at that moment that writing standard citations would no longer suffice. He hung up the phone, stepped out of his vehicle, and immediately ordered her out of her car to place her under custodial arrest. Accountability. Mugshot. Hackett was given leniency days prior, committed the same crime, and was held accountable the next occurrence. Hackett was booked and charged with refusal to submit to arrest, purchase, or possession of alcohol by a minor, speeding, no seatbelt, improper display of license tags, improper use of emergency lights. This is nothing but another money grab by Ben Crump and his team. Okay. Note, she had a warning. She wants to act grown. She shall get treated as such. Sorry, not sorry. She has had a warning, then was issued a citation just to do it again with a Tito's ice cold, unopened bottle. What you think she is going to drink? None. Having the bottle in her car with it being cold tells me she already knows the taste. Nope. That officer may have saved her from not only hurting herself, but someone else's family. So, no, he did nothing wrong. He did what he needed to do. You have to look at the gram factor and weigh the force used against the resistance used. Was it excessive? I mean, we got pieces of the video, and it circulated on the internet. You know, some people they chop up the videos and then they rage bait you into a whole situation that you don't even know the whole context of what really happened. The stop was over. It's a violation of Rodriguez versus United States. The troopers talking like that is a violation of 18, U.S. Code 241 and 242. Conspiracy under the color of law. Both troopers lost their qualified immunity in this case. The settlement will be massive. At some point, people need to be accountable for their actions. It doesn't matter what race you are. I've always complied with police, and that leads to me not getting punched for resisting. Disobedience will never be rewarded by the police. That must be clear to everyone. The battle is fought in court, not with the police. Officer said she had cold bottle of tea. How did that turn into vodka? Regardless of any and all of that, she didn't deserve to be violently thrown into the ground and punched. What's the problem with compliance during the traffic stop? Comply, that's easy. Can't just follow simple instructions. You share this to say, or is this to justify a police officer with his aggression and, most importantly, his assault punch to a female's face? Well, let me help you out. It doesn't justify the assault or the battery towards a woman whatsoever. One person said she didn't throw the clipboard at him. That's a claim. He didn't recoil at all. When someone throws something at you, you naturally recoil. There was no recoil. The pig is lying. Is that an amazing concept? Absolutely not. He had no reason to throw her down like that, and especially not punch her in the face. Always the same story with the same people. Let me see. I would have done the same thing if I was that cop.
These are all people in 2026. 2026 has been found from a tree. Some of them I remember off rip, like I know that's Cal Basinga. That's the young girl that was in Charlotte behind a church, which her situation is completely confusing because the tree she was found from, she could have never got up there and did it herself. This was the lady that went to go celebrate Juneteenth and never made it home. This was the guy, I believe, who took his friends to that festival and he paid for the rental car for the festival for his friends and they never made it home. I know that this one right here is that college student, right? That everybody tried to say, oh, stop speaking out. Nothing actually happened. He did it to himself. But no, he didn't do it to himself. They did not do that to themselves. My question is, what are we doing, people? What are we doing, people? My people, what are we doing? Because this can't just keep happening. This can't keep happening. And these are the people found from trees, not to mention the people that are going swimming and not making it home. They're not even up here. These are just people found from a tree, and y'all know we don't do that ourselves. So what are we doing, people? These are all people in 2026. 2026 has been found from a tree. Some of them I remember off rip. These are all people in 2026.
We not telling everybody what we gonna do online. If y'all really want justice, get together in your city in person, make plans and follow through. Use the internet to broadcast what has been done instead of what we going to do. I think we appear to be cowering because we hope the system will magically correct itself. We hope that the racist police agencies will start protecting us. We need to form official agencies to investigate, arrest, and try to punish people who abuse our people. Form our own anti-genocide agencies. Genocide is their purpose. The Triple K doing this, and they are your local law enforcement, fire department, and paramedics. Paramedics and hospital people, especially in a small town. This can and should be classified as a hate crime. This does not happen to white people. We all need to file a class action lawsuit against the state of Mississippi. In addition to this, Black People versus Please Stop Traveling Alone. Black churches need to be speaking out about this. We need a nationwide boycott of white people and white establishments. We also need to hire our own investigators and forensic scientists, and petition Google to show all electronic activities in the areas where these bodies were found. It's the police doing it. I just made a video on it. Word. I am a mother and grandmother. This doesn't sit well with me at all. We need to fight for all of our beautiful Black babies' love and happiness. I think we gotta get violent because praying and marching ain't gonna work. How can we get everyone together and ready to fuck some shit up? Y'all need to buy guns and get training from a professional. There is no change without violence. I'm sorry, my people, that we have to go through this today, but unfortunately, God have better plans for you. The plans that God have, the life that God gave you, you will never be forgiven. But you'll never be forgiven, but you're going to start to wake up others among us to take life serious so we can complete God's missions. Black people was the first people on this planet, and we are very peaceful until we are pushed into a corner, and it's no other choice but to fight back, and it's about time we start. God is great, and bless us with knowledge and wisdom so people complete this journey in God's name. Everyone needs to carry a concealed firearm at this point. It's the only way. This not a joke. Very costly to not be aware of what's happening in the world. To us, they can't get away with this. The racists feel safer now that Trump is in office. Hence why they've been doing this more stuff. They've been doing this type of stuff more often. It's sad. When it starts to happen to their people, it'll stop.
Like I know that's Cal.
A while ago,
If you start hanging white people, they're gonna figure out who did it. They're gonna have the suspect in 15 minutes or less. I'm pretty sure they will. It's funny though. It's not funny. It's really not funny because you gotta stop abusing other races and shit. That's not funny. I don't know why you're doing that.